Okay, strictly average video battle report. As I record this, I actually have a battle report with the Master Manipulator. Every store needs one that I haven't posted yet. So we'll actually see what happens. School out for spring break, so hopefully I'll get some stuff up. Evil Homer, will you run through your list real quick, please?
PCS, Quad Flamers, Colossus, Manicore, Triple Melta, Venture Squad, Bane Wolf, Vendetta, Heavy Bolters, Quad Class with PCS, or CCS, Triple Melta, Red Squad, second Manicore.
Is there anything in the Vendettas?
Yeah, basic True Squad, basic Infantry Squad.
Got it. Okay, over here we have one big Plague Bearer, one little Plague Bearer, 3 blue ores, 1 changeling, 3 deep E's to Tzeentch, 2 units of fiends, 2 heralds of Tzeentch on chariots. So, okay, we'll see you at 1. Alright, Evil Homer's taking his first turn. We have smoke. Vendettas move 13 inches, and now it's time for the demon ones. Demons, not a very successful turn, did not get the preferred drop. I lost one of my heralds to a mishap. The other herald did a rather aggressive little drop. There was a Manicore and a Basilisk. Colossus, I'm sorry. Manicore and Colossus. I targeted the Manicore with the breath. Thank you, Shannon. And also targeted with the bolt. The bolt, he got a 3 or better cover save because the entire side arc was obscured, but I managed to blow it up. Did nothing to the Manicore. That was the extent of anything useful in my turn. Over here, I managed to lose 2 Plague Bearers to a dangerous terrain test. Not much of anything over here, and now Shan's about to beat me up a little bit in turn 2. I don't see that much positive, but of course the game is early, so let's see what happens. Okay, Evil Homer went turn 2. How do you think it went?
I'm fairly happy. I failed to eliminate the Herald, 5 flame templates, and 3 last cannons, 6 heavy bolter shots, multi-laser, all failed to nuke the Herald, but that unit of horrors is gone, that unit of horrors back there is gone, and I feel pretty good about where I am, so.
Yeah. Alright, we're at bottom of 2. Let's see what drops. Okay, Demon's turn, bottom of 2. It's turned into a fairly successful turn. Everything decided it was going to drop in. I got Fiends, I got DPs, I got the other unit of Plague Bearers. Fiends dropping in the back, spreading out. I've got plenty of move to charge. So, Plague Bearers dropping close, trying to present a target. As an aside, during shooting, I managed to, this unit cannot shoot, so that was a huge concern to me since these are the template units, the Bane Wolves or whatever they're called. Over here we have a Demon Prince. He deviated onto the train, gave him a perfect shot at the rear armor of that Chimera. The Chimera, of course, was loaded against the Herald the previous turn. Herald jumped over, immobilized the vehicle, assaulted it, did a fat lot of nothing. DP's aggressive drop right behind the units. We managed to destroy this Chimera over here, kill some of the models inside for that command Chimera. This is the model that managed to do enough to the vehicle squadron to stop it from moving. Over here, we did a lot of nothing. We hid, we moved out, but the game is afoot. We'll see what happens. This is top of 3.
I think it looks good.
Evil Homer. About to go. Evil Homer? There is a discussion about the close combat. Will you walk us through the top of 3, please, sir?
Yeah, I killed a Demon Prince over here. I killed some Plague Bearers over there. Put a lot of wounds on this Demon Prince. I dropped down on my Vendetta, attempted to charge the Herald, lost combat, and fled like a girl. I want to say I did something else, but I can't remember what.
You dropped some templates over here. Killed some Plague Bearers.
I killed some Plague Bearers. So.
Deviated, dropped a wound on the Fiend. Over here was the
18 inches. It says tank shock to cluster the Plague Bearers to the templates, and then if he goes to assault, he needs 6s now. So.
Excellent. All right, so we're at the bottom of 3. Okay, Evil Homer, that was the bottom of 3. We're going to run through the casualties if you'll help remind me of what happened to the vehicles.
All right, over here, these 2 are can't shoot. The Bane Wolves.
Okay.
this thing is destroyed. It's a crater. There are 2 remaining, 1 PCS commander and 1 flamer.
Okay.
Here we have an immobilized Colossus with no cannon, stuck with a heavy flamer and no targets. Here we have an immobilized vehicle with a 3 melted vet squad inside. These 2 are unharmed. One of them has still got 10 models in it. We lost the CCS commander here. Over here we have an immobilized...
Immobilized and lost the multi-laser.
And lost the multi-laser. But again, there are 10 guys in there with Melta and all kinds of other crap. And this thing is fine.
Yeah. So this has been a pretty bloody and eventful game. We've still got probably at least 2 more, probably 3 more rounds to go. Let's see what happens. We are going into top of 4, yes? All right. Okay, we had the top of 4. 2 vehicles sped over there. They couldn't shoot, so they're getting set up to try to do something later on.
Over there. I got 10 guys left in here.
Yeah, 10 guys here.
10 guys in there.
We're talking over each other a little bit, but it's a good reminder because we're looking at his troops. Here, we've got troops still here. We've got troops here. We've got troops in the Vendetta. As the game starts to wind down, finding and putting pay to the troops is going to be for. Yeah, this is a really tough, close game, so let's see what happens. Okay, we're rolling into the top of 5. The Demons had a rather successful turn, other than whiffing completely. Fiends converged. What are these, Bane Wolves, Evil Homer? Okay, Fiends converged on the Bane Wolves. You know, we needed 6s to hit, but we were throwing a lot of dice, and we managed to do 1 penetrating hit. This model is not going to be able to shoot next turn, but he's got a cannon coming up. Over here, we managed to destroy this unit. He's pinned next turn. That was combined shooting from these 2 units. Over here, we managed to destroy this model. He had to bail his troops out. I charged them with the Plague Bearers, killed them, ran them down. Right now, we've got, he's packing up. It's getting late, but he's got a Manicore back there. How many shots does a Manicore have? 2 more. So, and then of course we have Vendettas. This Vendetta has troops. So that's the only troop choice really we have to worry about. I'm assuming that I'm not going to let that get off the ground. So they're pinned in turn 5. Let's see what happens. We're rolling into turn 5. Okay. We didn't stop after Evil Homer's top of 5 because it got kind of interesting. He did multiple tank shocks and is basically doing what he can to draw. We had a Vendetta, and this is the one with troops, move over onto this position, force the Plague Bearers back 1 inch. We had these 2 Bane Wolves tank shock into the terrain, forcing my models out and off of position. Then we had this Vendetta over here contesting. You know, yeah, it's they're talking the Burgle. Once my forces were split that way, the dice just started failing. Demon Prince, no shooting affected the Vendetta. Over here, Herald, no shooting affected the Vendetta. Nothing over here on the Bane Wolves. Now, what concerns me is if the game moves on, I've completely ignored them trying to take the shots. Bottom line is I've got to destroy something in the close assault. So in my turn, I moved into position for the shooting. Now I'm doing multiple charges. I need 6s. The moment you start needing 6s in close combat is the moment that you're allowing the long odds to come to play. So we'll see what happens. This is the bottom of 5. The game could go on. If the game goes on, that's better for me. Yeah. Let's run through what happened in the Demon's turn. We brought down this Vendetta. Yeah, 1 guy, everybody else died in the explosion. 1 guy's standing, he's pinned, but he's standing on top of the objective, contested. Over here, the Fiends ran in. We managed to destroy 1 of the Bane Wolves. Still, no model is within 3 inches of the objective, which is right here, contested. Over here, his Vendetta zoomed in. We charged it. We stopped it from shooting next turn. Still, yeah, it's contested. Evil Homer, why don't you roll the dice if the game...
Where am I going to move to? The other side of the objective.
If the game... Let's see if the game goes on.
4.
Alright, the game goes on. We're going into top of 6. Evil Homer took the top of 6. Unfortunately, not much left he can do. This model's still pinned. This unit moved into the position to take that objective, but I'm going to take it away from him. Vendetta moved around. He can't shoot. At the worst, I draw, or I'm sorry, at the worst, I kill this dude. Probably I'm going to take both of these. Let's see what happens.
All you need to take that one.
All I need to do is take that one, yeah. Manicore is out of shots, yes, sir?
Yeah,
All right, let's see what happens.